Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be answering a very important question, and that is living in Chino. What are the best neighborhoods? You're going to hear a lot about a neighborhood called College Park and also a neighborhood called the Preserve. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the pros and the cons of living in College Park, one of the most amazing communities. And I guess I'm a little jaded because this is actually where I live. So we're going to be talking about the pros and the cons, the good, the bad, and the ugly of living in this community so that you can make the best decision for you and your family. So let's get right into it, guys. We're going to start with the pros and then we'll get into the cons. So the first pro of living in College Park is going to be that there is mostly new construction. So homes in this community started being built around the 2009, 2010. So fairly newer homes as opposed to the rest of Chino where the homes were built a long time ago. So that's going to be one of the first pros. And if you're someone like me, you know, I was coming from the South where we were used to a lot of newer development. So if you're looking for newer development, you're going to have to come out this way. LA is basically already built out, right? So if you're looking for new development, the IE is kind of where it's going to be. And if you're looking for that in Chino, you're going to find that in either College Park or the Preserves. So that's going to be your first pro. All right, so the second pro, guys, it's going to be the amenities, right? There is an HOA, and we'll talk about that later, but it's really about what you get for the money you spend. So behind me, and I'll show you guys that, we have this amazing facility. So there are going to be 2 pools in there. There's going to be a gym. There's going to be meeting rooms. So definitely a great value. Also, all of the neighborhoods have little green spaces and parks within them. It's very walkable, you can run, it's safe, everything is outlined in terms of lanes for bikes and for running. So that's going to be a huge pro if you have an outdoor type lifestyle. You know, if you want to get up and go walk in the morning, take your dog for a walk, no problem, right? You don't have to worry about getting ran off the road. You don't have to worry about heavy congestion. You don't have to worry about not having a sidewalk. So definitely a huge pro of living in College Park. The next is going to be schools, guys. You know, if you'd like, you can go to niche.com and get all of the details on the schools, but definitely highly rated schools. We have Edwin Rhodes, which is our school here, highly rated, award-winning school. It goes all the way up to 6th grade, so your kids can matriculate through the system there. Again, highly ranked, definitely highly awarded school. So it's called the home of the scholars, if that tells you anything, but great school for your kids. The next is safe, family-friendly environment, okay? So this is definitely a, how would you say, probably a middle-class neighborhood. The homes start from around the 600 price range and go all the way up to the millions, right? There's homes in here for 1.5. And you know what? Let's hop in and I'll show you guys what you can get from condos, townhomes, all the way to homes in a community just like this. All right, guys, so here we are. We are in Zillow. We just popped into Zillow and we're looking at homes that have recently sold, so you can get an idea if you're thinking about moving to College Park, what you can expect to pay. So over here, over at Satterfield Way, we have condos. So these condos, right here, it's a 2-bedroom condo. So 2-bedroom condo just recently sold for $559,000. Let's see here. Let's check. Let's make sure. Okay, yeah, so we're looking 90 days out. So in the last 90 days, this is what's happened. So these numbers are pretty accurate, okay? So 2-bedroom condo, again, 559,000, right? If you're looking for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, you know, this is your, your typical family. One just sold here for $922,000. $100,000. Okay, and that's what I love. I mean, this run, you can really grow up in this neighborhood, and what I mean by that is you can start in a condo, then work your way up to a townhome, a home, and then eventually one of these big boys. So for 1.5 million, this is a 4-bedroom 3-bath, almost 3,000 square feet. But let's look at another one. Here we go, 1.25 million. This is a 4-bedroom 3-bath, 3,200 square feet. So I hope that gives you a good idea of what you can get in College Park, depending on your budget. If you'd like a list of homes that are currently active, go ahead and shoot us a message, because again, like I mentioned, I am a active real estate professional in the area, so I can send you a list of everything that's active and help you get into a home. All right, back to the show. And then the last pro, guys, it's going to be proximity, right? So Chino is very close to LA County, but you're going to have some key interstates that are going to be around here. So you have access to the 71, you're going to have access to the 60, you're going to be close to the 15. So anywhere you need to get, right? So if you need to get to the airport, we have the Ontario airport that's exactly 28 to 30 minutes away. And if you need to go out of Orange County, Santa Ana, that's actually going to be like 35, 40 minutes away. So great location. You're going to have shopping and everything. So there's a mall called the Shops at Chino Hills that's actually 15 minutes away. So everything you need is centrally located. Everything is nice. Everything is new. So great. Thanks so much for tuning into the content, guys. It means the world to me. So I want to provide you guys more value. Now, buying a home in Southern California, it's no easy feat, right? But I want to provide you guys my relocation guide, whether you're relocating from out of state, whether you're even relocating from LA to the IE where I'm at. I want to go ahead and provide you guys that value. So go ahead, there's going to be a link below. Go ahead and click that link below. Get that relocation guide. I'm also going to throw in, if you're a first-time home buyer, my free first-time home buyers virtual seminar. So everything you guys need to know between the relocation guide and the home buyer seminar, you guys are gonna be locked and loaded, ready to go. So whether it's 3 days or 3 months or 3 years, guys, you'll be ready to buy when it's time. Back to the show. Now let's dive into the cons of living in College Park. So the first con is gonna be HOA, and then we're gonna segue into something called Melrose. So first, HOA. Some people like letting their neighbors paint their houses pink. Some people like allowing the neighbors to park on the grass, right? You're in an HOA community, so there's gonna be rules and regulations that everyone has to follow. For me, it's been a plus. I'll tell you a story. When I first moved into the community, we had people hanging their underwear and undergarments out to dry outside. Guess who took care of that? HOA. So I don't think I need to say, much more about that. I'm a fan of HOAs, and in this HOA, you actually get value. The next is going to be Melrose, guys. If you don't know what Melrose is, that's why you need to call a person like me. Again, guys, I am a licensed real estate professional. So if you have any questions, go ahead, send me a call, shoot me a text, or drop me an email. Again, I would love to answer any questions and help you out through the process. But Melrose, guys, Melrose is a special assessment, and you're going to get that when you come to master plan communities like College Park, like the Preserve, right? Like Ontario Ranch, because this was farmland. And what happened was the builder came in, laid roads, power lines, gas pipe, plumbing, all that stuff. And they're basically repaid through the Melrose over time. So a lot of times that carries the life of the loan, and what happens is your taxes go up. So typically tax rate is about 1% or 1.25. If you're in College Park, your tax rate may be 1.7, even 1.8 in some of these communities. So the next con, guys, it's going to be the small yards. So the houses are basically right next to each other. I know you want a large lot, right? And those, you can find that. So we can find that for you if you're looking for a large lot. A lot of these homes, they're literally kind of right next to each other. And so there's not much yard, right? So there's enough space if you have a couple of dogs, if you want some patio furniture, but you're not going to be building an ADU in one of these master plan communities if that's what you're looking for, right? And then the last thing, well, two more things that we'll bring up as cons, because I just got to put it out there. So this used to be farmland, and there's still dairy, right? So there's still dairy not too far away. Occasionally, not like it used to be, but occasionally you'll get a hint of the cow smell. So if you can take that, for some people it smells like money, right? That's what I used to get. Some people that smells like money. To me, I guess I've gotten used to it. I've been here long enough, but if that's not something you're interested in, you may want to stay away. And here's going to be the biggest con, but let's see if we can turn it into a benefit. The Chino prison is located directly behind College Park. So just north of College Park is the Chino prison. You know, when I moved here, that was one of my concerns. And one of my neighbors was a police officer. And what he told me was, he's like, look, dude, you don't have anything to worry about. If anyone breaks out of prison, the last place they want to go is your house. They're trying to get the heck away from here. But just my thoughts. So those are the cons. I mean, you tell me. Also, do me a favor, check the comments. The locals love to comment on their experience and give you their 2 cents. So check the comments. I'm pretty sure we'll have a lot of locals weighing in on anything that I missed. All right, so let me know your thoughts, guys. What did you think about College Park? Could you live here? Do me a favor, go ahead and comment below your thoughts on the community. If you're a local, go ahead and chime in. Let us know what's really going on, if I missed anything. But I have appreciated having you guys here today. If you're interested in buying, selling, investing in the IE, go ahead and scan that QR code right there. Would love to hear from you. But that's been our show today. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to catch the next video. See you guys.